Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you are having a fabulous start to your day. In today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 candles that I am personally super excited about lighting up and enjoying over the course of the next few months as we head into summer 2024. What makes these particular candles kind of different or special in my collection is that these are candles that I've kind of been hanging on to, if you will. So these are fragrances that are either completely discontinued and I cannot get my hands on them anymore, at least at this time, or these are fragrances that are kind of, they're re-released, but sometimes you have to wait a long time to get your hands on more because they're really popular scents, right? So before we get into the 5 candles, I do want to be just a little bit vulnerable with you guys here. I have to admit that it feels like a real challenge for me to light some of these up. I have shared this journey here for the last couple years on my channel where I am trying to whittle down different parts of my home fragrance collection. This year, I have put a lot of effort into whittling down my Homeworks candle collection. In previous years, I worked really hard to whittle down my Bath & Body Works candle collection. I've done this a few different ways. I have done it by 1, just finally burning the candles, 2, sometimes just straight out crocking them to be able to use more. I love me a good candle crock situation, so that worked out fine. And 3, I have also given a lot of candles away to friends and family, and that has definitely gotten me to a point where I feel like my candle collection is a lot more reasonable. Now, do I still have a lot compared to like an average like home fragrance consumer? Yes, there's still a lot. And at the stage of life that I'm in my mid-40s, and I feel like I'm kind of maybe going through like a midlife crisis or something, but I feel like every time I turn around and like open a closet or a cabinet or something in our house, like I'm finding home fragrance that I have squirreled away because I couldn't find a place for it where I was storing, you know, maybe some other home fragrance. Like I ran out of room, and so I needed a new space to put something. And after experiencing this a few times, I kind of had a little bit of a wake-up call of just thinking like, oh man, if I am to a place where I'm trying to just literally look around like a squirrel, trying to like bury a nut for like, you know, the long winter coming up, like that's probably not a good thing. So I made it a goal for myself to whittle down my candle collection as a whole to the point where I can fit everything into one closet that is at the end of our hallway in the upstairs of the house. And once I get to the point where all of my candles fit into that one closet, like I can never outgrow that closet. And by the way, half of that closet is dedicated to my off-season Scentsy warmers. And so it's really only like half of the closet that I have available to store candles. Now, am I there yet? No. I think by the time this summer is done, I'll be pretty close to being able to move everything into that closet, but it might take a little bit of work digging into the fall collection before I get there. But I do think for sure by the end of this year, I will be in that closet. And once I'm there, I literally cannot buy things if I cannot fit it into that closet. That is the new rule going forward. So I just think I came to a place where, you know, I had a lot of candles that I really loved, and I would just start hoarding the ones that were super special to me for one reason or another, whether that reason was that it had some kind of sentimental value attached to it, or the fragrance reminded me of someone or something or some occasion, or, you know, it was limited edition and oh my gosh, you know, you can't use limited edition stuff. Like I had all sorts of like barriers in place, and I just don't want those anymore. I am going to enjoy the things that I purchase And even if that means that I'm lighting it up on a random Tuesday when there are no guests coming over, it's just me here doing my work in the morning and then spending the afternoon, you know, getting cleaning projects done around the house, I'm just gonna enjoy that home fragrance. So if you are ready to join me on this little journey of not giving up the home fragrance hobby, but kind of reining it in just a little bit, please join me. I think the more people we have that are kind of on this path, the more support we can give each other, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, I still love buying candles, and when there's something new that comes out, I definitely partake, but I'm no longer buying like 2 or 3 of the same thing, just like starting out right off the gate. Like, I can buy one of something that I'm interested in, and then if I really love it, I can go back and buy another once I finish the first one. Like, that's the new mentality, and I think I'm really going to enjoy this. It is really going to help me feel like I'm getting to a place where I'm less overwhelmed overall. So if you want to join me, raise your hand in the comments down below, and also think about maybe 2 or 3 candles that up until now you have not been able to bring yourself to light up because they were too special for one reason or another. And I encourage you to actually light those candles up. Let's do it. Let's just light them up, because why not, right? Like, every day that you are alive is a special day. And that's really, I think, the realization that I had to finally have, is that I'm lucky to be here today. I am healthy. I am happy. I was lucky enough to be able to purchase these things. I need to take the time to actually enjoy them. So anyway, join me on the journey and let me know in the comments down below what special occasion candle you're finally gonna light up and actually enjoy. All right, and without further ado, we're gonna get into mine that I'm gonna be lighting up this summer. I'm gonna pick up the first one. Honestly, this one I think is gonna be the hardest for me because I'm not sure if Bath & Body Works is bringing this one back this summer. This is the Radiant Sky, and I think I got this, was this a 2022 or a 2023? I think it was a 2023. So don't quote me on that. Okay, so this one says Rays of Sunshine, Golden Mango, and Juicy Lychee. You guys, I love this scent. Here's the thing, I have a real thing for lychee or lychee fragrances. I love this particular tropical fruit. By the way, if you have a Costco membership, your local Costco stores should actually have the lychee fruit in stock. If you've never had a chance to try it, you can find it in the refrigerated produce section that they have in most Costco's. Go try them. They're absolutely delicious. What's unique about lychees is that they taste exactly like how they smell. They're so delicious. Anyway, this scent is the perfect mix of lychee with mango. It's sweet, it's juicy. Honestly, it's mouth-watering. I adored this. Now, when this came out, I had already committed to not, you know, being that person that purchases a million backups of something that I love. And I have to admit, it's a little bit of a bummer that this is all that I have left now for this summer, but I can cross my fingers and hope that maybe someday in the future, Bath & Body Works will re-release this. If you have any deets on that, definitely fill me in. But for the time being, I'm going to commit to lighting this one up and enjoying it because it's beautiful. All right, the next one is another Bath & Body Works, and it is the Cocoa Paradise. Now with this one, I do actually have 4 of these left in my collection, so I did definitely buy a few. This was also in the body care line this past summer. So this is salted coconut manoi, sugared neroli, and bronzed sandalwood. And you guys, being in my coconut era this summer, I don't know, I've always been a fan of coconut scents, but especially this summer, I am just obsessed with coconut fragrances. And I do think that for the most part, Bath & Body Works does probably the best job with different coconut fragrances, whether you're looking for more of like an edible, delicious kind of summer coconut, or whether you're looking for more of like this perfumey, suntanny lotion type of coconut, which is the category that I would put the Cocoa Paradise in. This one here is absolutely heavenly. It's so sophisticated. It smells so good and I adore it. And I am definitely going to try to go through at least 2 or 3 of these. I might have one left over for next summer, but I need to use these up. I love the scent. And like I said, this is the summer of coconut for me. And if that is the case, then I need to utilize this because I have it and I love it. And there's no good reason for me to not like this. So I'm doing it. All right, let's talk Kringle. We all know there are a few Kringle Reserve fragrances that I am absolutely obsessed with. Jelly Donut being one, Sprinkled Macarons being the other. There's a couple of others too, but the Sweet Cream. I love this one. This basically, if I were to like put this in the most simple terms, strawberry whipped cream is what we have here. And it's so good. Now this one was finally restocked after months of being out of stock. I don't know why Kringle takes so long to restock very popular fragrances. I'm sure there's a good reason. I'm sure there's a good reason, but it's annoying for those of us, you know, that want another one. So when this was re-released, I did decide to pick up 3 so that I could have them on hand for this summer. And so I need to burn them this summer. So despite the fact that it will probably take me like another year or possibly more, maybe less, hopefully less, but despite the fact that I can't readily, easily get my hands on this, I am going to enjoy the ones that I have because this is delicious and it is a great summertime scent. It's light, it is yummy, it's authentic. I get so many compliments when I burn this one and my house is gonna smell amazing. It's gonna smell so good in here this summer. All right, you guys, let's do a couple of homeworks. Listen, homeworks I think overall has actually been really good at repackaging older fragrances. So there might be some potential for me here. In fact, they recently re-released one of these that I'm gonna show you, but I don't think it's readily available now again. But homeworks usually does recycle scents. I know there are a lot of people out there who hate it, absolutely hate it when they see a repackage, especially if the company is not upfront about the fragrance being a repackage, like if they change the name or tweak the name and you're under the impression that you're getting something new, but you get the fragrance and you're like, I've had this. I didn't want something that I already had, right? Like I understand that frustration for sure, but being someone who finds a lot of faves with her favorite companies, repackages are great for me. So I'm gonna show you one that I really do not want to light up, but it's so good and I just need to enjoy it. It hasn't been back yet. Maybe it'll come back, but are you ready? Golden Guava. It's been a while since we've seen this bad boy, right? Specifically, how long has it been? 2018. I've had this since 2018. That's embarrassing. That's a lot of years ago now. Oh, you guys. First of all, having her sit for a lot of years has really intensified the fragrance for sure with this one. It is potent and it is so delicious. Honestly, it's quite similar to the Radiant Sky. So these two I think would pair beautifully together. Maybe I'll put the Radiant Sky in the front part of the house and maybe I'll put the Golden Guava towards the back part of the house. And they'll meet in the middle and mingle and just create a tropical explosion because the notes here are golden guava, pineapple, which I normally hate. You guys know how I feel about pineapple, but this is pineapple done right. Fresh agave and sugarcane. Listen, this is mostly guava, but there is a healthy dose of pineapple here and it is the most authentic pineapple that I've ever smelled. Like delicious, tangy, doesn't come off as like BO or funky. It's just yummy. It almost smells like maybe the pink pineapple. Have you guys ever had a pink pineapple? They're really good. They're really pretty too. But anyway, guys, golden guava. Harry, bring it back. This is a repackage that I would personally love to see, and oh man, I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of that, but I only have one. I only have one. All right, last one. You guys, it's kind of a boring one, but it's vanilla bean macaron. When is this one from? This is from 2021. This is vanilla bean, whipped vanilla, brown sugar, and amber. Now, I do have 2 left of this one. I want to burn both this summer. And the reason that I love this one is because 1, it's a gourmand. 2, it's a really great mixer gourmand. If you put a fruity scent with this, like I could pair this with sweet cream. I could pair this with Cocoa Paradise. I could pair it with Radiant Sky. I could pair it with Golden Guava, and it would just add the most delicious, amazing, like vanilla gourmand note. This is so authentic, you guys. It is stunning. Now, I did have a recent pour of this that I burned. I think it was either earlier this year or late last year. My friend Fiona from over on Instagram, Wax and Facts, I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with Fiona, but she was at one of our local TJ Maxx's in the area around here. Fiona lives like less than a mile from my house. Isn't it like a crazy small world? Like when she told me where she lived, I was like, are you kidding me? You're like right down the street from me, and we had no idea. Like we literally met like essentially through Instagram. Anyway, moral of the story is Fiona found some of the repackages of vanilla bean macaron at our local TJ Maxx. I am sorry to say that the performance of that repackage was not the same as this. Like these 2021 pours are wonderful. I think I actually bought these at Ulta of all places, and oh man, this one is potent. It's so strong. It's a beautiful gourmand. So the notes, I already read them. Vanilla bean, whipped vanilla, brown sugar, and amber. They just pair really well with a huge variety of other types of fragrances. And this is just gonna be a great blender for me. So you guys, those are the 5 kind of, I guess, rare candles in my collection that I am personally committed to using over the course of this summer. I want to know in the comments down below what one or two of your Holy Grail scents you are willing to part ways with and actually enjoy. So let me know your philosophy on how you utilize candles in your collection in the comments down below as well. I'm so curious about how other people, you know, handle their hobbies. There are some people that would never dream to light up like a rare fragrance in their collection, and there are others who are just like, I'll just burn anything whenever. And I think it's endlessly fascinating. I don't know, I'm fascinated by people's behaviors. So, but let me know what your picks are in the comments down below. Alf and I appreciate you being here. By the way, Alf has been here this whole video. He has been in my lap. So if you have been enjoying his free pug ASMR, I hope it was a really good session for you today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.